Well, welcome back. The time now is 9:44. In retirement, annuities can offer a guaranteed stream of income. Some people swear by them and others, well, they're afraid of them. So we have in studio today financial advisor Jonathan McCoy to explain how annuities work. So Jonathan, can you better explain for those who maybe aren't familiar what exactly annuities are and how they're best utilized?
Yeah, so the design for annuities was originally for guaranteed lifetime stream of income. So you take a pool or a pot of money, buy an annuity, and it starts paying you regardless of how long you live. So insurance companies design these to help people supplement Social Security benefits, different things like that. And a lot of times annuities can be invested in market-based investments or mutual funds. Sometimes they're not. So it's important to understand what type of annuity you own, because we find when we review people's portfolios that oftentimes people are paying for additional insurance benefits and things that are built into those annuities that can kind of be one of the reasons why people are concerned about annuities, because that can raise the fees, the expenses, and a lot of times people are paying for benefits that they never intend to use. So it's important to know what you're buying before you sign on the dotted line.
Always good to know what you're buying ahead of time. So when an inherited IRA is passed through inheritance for a second time to a beneficiary, are those twice inherited IRAs treated any differently as far as required minimum distributions or taxes?
Sounded like a couple of double negatives or double positives in there.
A little confusing.
Like yeah. So what we're talking about is when an IRA, which is a pre-tax retirement account, like your 401k or something, then passes to your spouse and then maybe onto someone else like your children. It's important to understand that the IRS did change the guideline on those distributions so that non-spousal beneficiaries only have a maximum of 10 years to distribute all that money, which in a lot of cases from an estate planning standpoint could potentially be leaving a tax bomb behind to your kids or other beneficiaries, someone other than your spouse.
I feel like it's all about planning ahead and thinking ahead, and with that in mind, how often should someone be reviewing their asset allocations?
So asset allocations, tax management strategy, long-term pictures on how is your taxes going to be managed over the next 5 to 10 years. Asset allocation in particular, we recommend for our clients that we're meeting with them once every 2 to 4 months-ish, so about quarterly. Longer term, we tend to review asset allocation based on how much money you have in the market and how much money you have out of the market. So those longer term allocations when you're in your younger investing years, 401k strategies and things like that, probably once a year is okay, but as you approach retirement, it's important to build that strategy to have that asset allocation review once every 3 to 6 months.
And we do have a viewer question for you. This one's from Richard, and Richard writes, I see you on TV often, and a friend of mine said he attended a free retirement workshop that you hosted. Are these workshops free to everyone, and how does a person find out when and where they are?
Yeah, so I recommend that people call our office, talk to any of our representatives. We've got these events going on around the various metro areas that we work in, and whether you're north side, south side, east side, doesn't matter. We've got also office locations that are convenient for you, but we do host a lot of these educational events in a lot of community centers and educational centers around town. So just give our office a call at the number that you'll give them shortly, and we can get them set up for any of the free in-person educational events. We talk about Social Security, Medicare, tax management, estate planning, and we hit hard on a lot of that education up front.
I always like to say, Jonathan, if it's free, it's for me.
Yeah, that's right. Come on in, just like the gas, right?
Exactly, just like the gas. Thanks so much for being here, Jonathan. And to schedule a complimentary consultation and submit your questions, visit askaradvisor.com or call 816-548-2000. They'll take your questions and even meet with you one-on-one free of charge. And if you include your address, Market Advisory Group will even send you a free gift.